My name is Jose Valdenegro. I'm a licensed 4 operator, water treatment operator, and I've been with the City of Avondale for 2.5 years. This is our PLC cabinet, and this is where the magic happens. And to my left is the HMI, human machine interface, and this is where operators are able to come and make changes to the treatment process. These are our pre-filters, amiods. They're 25 microns, and they trap suspended solids that come from our well. After our water flows through our pre-filters, it is then directed through our influent pipes, which goes into our vessels that treat for nitrates, which we use ion exchange technology. After our nitrate treatment, our water is then directed to our GAC filter, which treats for a second contaminant, which is DBCP, and GAC stands for granulated activated carbon. After the water goes through its treatment process, then it's stored into this reservoir, which is approximately 1.2 million gallons.
Hello, I'm Anthony. I work here at the City of Avondale. I've been here for 5 years. I'm currently a grade 1 treatment operator. I currently hold a grade 3 water treatment license. Here at the arsenic treatment facility, we introduce ferric chloride for a coagulant to help remove the contaminant of arsenic. As you can see behind me, we do have our chemical tank. It's rated at 1,300 gallons that we have capacity. And we do have our 2 chemical pumps that introduce the chemical to the water. Here is the introduction of the actual ferric chloride itself being introduced from the pumps, going into the water stream, coming in from the headworks. After the ferric chloride is introduced to the water, these 2 mixers mix up the water along with the chemical to get a nice bond. After the filtration process, we use clean water from the reservoirs to backwash the filters, and the backwash waste does go into this backwash tank. After the backwash filter process, the filters will go back online, and they will go into these water reservoirs where they're held for customer consumption.
My name is Matt Farrell. I'm the lead operator for the City of Avondale. I've been here about 3 years, and I have my grade 4 certification in water treatment. So here at the City of Avondale, at this facility, it's our cold water booster facility. We have 4 wells that feed into 2.5 million gallon reservoirs. Now there we'll disinfect the water to make sure it's safe for customer consumption. So the process of making the bleach is that we take brine water, which is essentially salt water, and we pass it into this system. We got a little pump down here, and this pump will feed in the brine water, and as the brine water goes through there, we take AC current and turn it into DC current through our rectifier. So what happens is when you put this brine water into these cells and start putting a current in there, what you get is hydrogen gas, which you can see going up through the stack, and then as it comes through here, what ends up, by the time we get to the end over here, we end up with bleach, which is about a 0.8% solution. So as it's making the bleach, it's putting it in a 6,000 gallon storage tank we have outside. Now to actually disinfect the wells, when the wells turn on, we get a signal from this computer to turn on these pumps over here. Now what these pumps do is see the water flowing into the main header line that's feeding the reservoirs at about 4,800 gallons a minute. So out of that 4,800 gallons a minute, these pumps are getting a signal from over there to tell it how much chlorine or how much bleach to stick into that line so we can have a residual in the tank.
This is well number 26. This is our latest well that we just put online here for the city of Avondale in April. And let me walk you through a little bit of what you're seeing here. This is the actual turbine pump motor. The well is about 400 feet deep. This pump is set at 285 feet. It's 125 horsepower deep turbine. It pulls the water up and then it begins to run out through our system. Part of the system you'll see here, this is an air vent. The wells need to breathe just like if you don't have them, the wells can pull and collapse. It helps relieve pressure. We have some safety devices in here. We have a switch that if it overpressurizes the plumbing, it'll shut the motor down instantly, so you don't have to worry about losing our investment in all the equipment. We have some air relief valves, so when the well first comes on, you'll see that it needs to vent all the air out of the well, so we're only pushing water into the system. We've got a control system here. This big blue thing here is actually, it's called a desander. If there's any sand, any material that might be coming up through the well, it gets captured here, and then we occasionally what it'll do is that's on a timer system. It'll evacuate, clean the sand off the screens to keep it flowing well. So we get as little material, if any material comes through the water, gets all the way out, and then we don't have to worry about it and contaminate any of our equipment or any of our tanks. There's a large bypass line that you can see that goes through the system. We actually have the flow meter right here, the big blue box right there. This is actually our flow meter. This well is designed to do 1,600 gallons a minute. That very large blue valve at the end there, this is a large control valve. The brand name is called clay valve, so I sometimes call them clay valves. What it actually does is it creates the amount of opening to allow the water to go through the system freely. It keeps the right amount of back pressure so we're not overflowing or underflowing, so we're not damaging any equipment. From there, we have some more gauges that we can actually see remotely online with our SCADA system that we'll talk about in a little while. We can actually see what the pressures in real time are. Then it actually discharges into this large pipe. It goes outside the site. It goes into a common transmission line. This well number 26 joins with 3 other wells and feeds our cold water facility where we have 5 million gallons of storage and a large booster station.
Hello, my name is Tony Woodrum. I am the Public Works Water Resources Superintendent. I have been with the City of Avondale for 5 years now. I hold a grade 4 water treatment license and a grade 4 wastewater treatment license. I'm a United States Navy veteran and I'm proud to be here and serving the citizens of Avondale. The North Avondale Water Supply, better known as NAWS. In early 2018, the City of Avondale and the City of Phoenix entered into an intergovernmental agreement which will allow the City of Phoenix to deliver to the City of Avondale the CAP allocation through a series of pipelines down here to the Garden Lakes facility. At this site we will have GAC, which is granular activated carbon filters, and also chemical addition for pH control at this facility. Initially, we will receive about 1.7 million gallons per day from the City of Phoenix, which will blend with our incoming water from our well stations and blend in this 2.5 million gallon reservoir behind me.
Hi, my name is Randy. I'm the SCADA Instrument and Control Analyst for the City of Avondale. I've been with the City of Avondale for 4.5 years. I've been in this industry now for 24.5 years.
Hi, my name is Rocky. I'm a SCADA technician for the City of Avondale. I've worked for the city for about 3 months and I have been in this industry for about 20 years.
SCADA is supervisory control and data acquisition. We can monitor remotely with different types of devices. Right here we have a computer and we also have an iPad. We can monitor remotely from our homes in the middle of the night. We can monitor remotely from our offices, or we can monitor on site. This is a PLC controlled cabinet. It has an OIT operator interface on the door. Your PLC is right across here. Our communications go in and out here, and this PLC is used to control the water pressure coming out of the site that goes to your homes. Behind me are the VFDs that we use to control the water pressure coming out of the site. Usually we use one at a time, and it's controlled by the PLC you saw earlier in the video. And what it does, it controls to a certain pressure that we set a set point for, and it gives you good water pressure in your homes.
My name is Fred McWilliams. I've been with the City of Avondale for 19 years, and I'm a senior operator. And I'm overseeing at the current time Rancho Santa Fe Booster Station, which consists of 5 wells feeding into this site. This is our booster station. We have 4 boosters. Depending on our pressure, what's called for, depends on how many boosters run. If the demand is down, it may just be 3. If it's way down, it may just be 2. But there's going to always be a minimum of 1 pump running at this site. Because like I said, it's mainly our main heart of our city. This site needs to be up and operating.